day, good morning, greetings and salutations. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, or whenever you get this. Sorry. I just came from work again. In case you didn't catch last night's reading, it's a very busy weekend where I live, and the restaurant that I work at is awesome, and gratefully is very busy, but this is kind of too. It went great. It went great. We did a great job, but it's still kind of an ass kicking. So I'm a little tired, but not too tired to honor my commitment to show up for our spooky month card of the day extravaganza. Da, 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 da. Maybe I can get like a jingle for next year. Any musician friends want to write me a cool intro? Excuse me. All right, let's get into it. Sorry, I'm a little delirious. It's been a long day. One more to go. And then if you're local, you can come see me on Sunday at the fruit market at Visible Records. That's going to be from 11 till 4. Tonight we are reading from 8 Coins' Tattoo Tarot. 8 Coins is the author. I have another tattoo tarot. I'm sure there's probably a couple, but that's this one specifically. This was a Cards for Cards reading deck, which is still going on until the end of the month. So if you're interested, you can still participate. There's still quite a few, and they're all very reasonable. This is the back of the cards. All right. Let's see what we need to hear tonight, or whenever you hear this. If I didn't say so, these messages are always timeless. In fact, you can always go back and watch other readings if they call to you. I said that one. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Okay. Sorry, sometimes when I turn a new card, it gives the reading more context. Okay, this could be, well, it is. This could be different messages for different people. It is. That's what a collective reading is, Jess. Sorry, that's me. I'm giving myself a hard time. I'm not giving you a hard time. But gentle reminder, these are general collective readings, so not every part of the message is going to fit for everybody. So keep what fits, leave what doesn't. First we have the Emperor. Justice. And Temperance. This deck has a really cool story, which I'll tell you another time, just because I'm in it. Okay. Oh. And in the shadow card we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. I feel like the Emperor represents you, for whomever this reading is for. Yeah, I'm kind of like reaching out to be like, well, and they're like, no, yeah, okay. Um, so, the Emperor is Aries energy, so you could have a strong Aries placement, but you don't have to. The Emperor is also somebody who is a leader, they're a boss. They are oftentimes very organized, they're structured, you know, as people get to leadership positions, you kind of need some structure, but it suits the Emperor. That's why they're so successful, because they thrive in that kind of structure and organization. They're creative and bold and fiery, and a bit stubborn. They also, you know, the bit my way or the highway sometimes. And that's part of what makes this situation so challenging. Because you've got something going on. Now, this is where the different things for different people really feels like it comes in. For some people, there is a conflict. There's some kind of conflict situation that needs resolution, but you don't have that yet. For others of you, it's not a direct conflict of any kind, but rather a situation that's kind of that's challenging and feels like it could be bringing some chaos to your life, especially to like such a structured Emperor. It's like something's gonna throw off your routine. It's like your whole everything's gonna be thrown off for a little while. But it's gonna be fine. But it's like you're just kind of in this, there's some upheaval, there's some conflict, some upheaval, some discomfort. It feels like that's where you're sitting right now. I feel like anxious, but in this way where like there's really nothing I can do about it. Like I feel like there's no action for me to take. Right, Spirit, exactly. Okay. I love when they do that. Hang on. Sorry, I'll make the connection to you too. Okay. Yeah, it feels like there's really nothing that you can do right now except to mind your own, like take care of yourself, take care of your own energy, and be mindful of how you're showing up for yourself and in your connections and for, you know, for what's going on in your life. When we look at a reading, depending on how many cards come from the major arcana versus the minor arcana, can have a big indication on what the energies are right now. So for instance, all 3 cards that we got are from the major arcana. So when the majority of the cards are from the major arcana, this indicates a time that like what we're talking about, what we're asking about, this is a situation that's out of your control. This is something, the major arcana represents big picture things in our lives. It's like spiritual lessons that we're here to learn, and what you would ascribe to fate or destiny. It's like these big things, these big turning points. When most of the cards are from the minor arcana, it indicates a time when it's more minute detail, and that you can actually have a lot of agency over what's happening. So for instance, my favorite analogy for describing these is consider a river. You're in a boat. In the majors situation, the current is moving so fast that it's pointless to try and turn your boat and paddle upstream. There's no point. Any resistance that you give is just keeping you from the inevitable, and it's actually more dangerous for you to be resistant. And that's what happens with tarot as well. So if you're in a big major arcana moment, You're really just meant to kind of like flow with what's happening and adjust your energies and yeah, just like kind of take care of yourself. Excuse me. But when most of the cards are from the minors, then it's like the river is very calm. There's not much current at all, and the action that you take will significantly impact which direction you go and where you end up at. Anyways, I hope that's helpful. So these are all from the majors. So to say, yeah, there's really not a whole lot for you to do in either whichever of these boats you fall into. Meaning if it's a conflict boat or a whatever this situation is out of your hands, it's like, I don't know, it feels like could somebody be moving maybe? Like maybe you're anxious about the move, but it's not here yet. So there's really nothing to do except wait for whatever it is to get here. And then do the thing, and then get on the other side of the thing. I don't know. Showing me moving. Because it feels there's like a 3 parts to it. And then in the same thing, it also feels similarly with the, whatever the conflict is, it feels like there's going to be a conversation. And there's leading up to it, which is where you're at right now. And then you know there's going to be this conflict or conversation or meeting. And then the fallout from that, how are we going to handle that, or where are we going to go? So yeah, it just feels like I'm anxious. I don't really know what's going to happen. There's really not a lot I can do right now. Sorry, the confirmation burps are strong tonight. All right, now for the good news and the advice. You have here also justice. So things are going to work out. Things are going to be even. They're going to be fair. You'll get a new opportunity to move forward with starting kind of from a clean space, a clean slate, where things are now balanced and have come back into equilibrium. The medium news is that it's not quite yet. So you have Temperance here. Temperance is a card of patience, but it's also a card of alchemy. The Hanged Man is also a card of patience, where you're just kind of waiting. You're just waiting for circumstances to change or the timing to become right. But Temperance, you're being patient. You need to be patient because you're alchemizing, because things are changing. So you are attracting the right set of circumstances or people or solutions to you. They're just not here yet. All right, let's see. All right, what action should they take right now? Alright, so you got Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. Excuse me. Lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. You're not going to be able to see everything right now. The High Priestess, she is the keeper of secrets. She understands the shadow. She trusts in that connection, and she's very, very connected to the divine. She's the card that represents, psychics in tarot. Although the Hermit represents tarot readers specifically. But she trusts in the unseen because she is comfortable there. And the Knight of Cups is all about leading with your heart. So that's your advice right now. Lead with your heart, trust your gut, see what happens. You have the sun here as an outcome, which is like the happiest, most positive outcome. So all is well. Have a good night.